MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the first game in the month of July between the Atlanta Braves and the Oakland A's. It's Interleague Baseball next on MLB Network. Sonny Gray gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, I love watching this guy pitch, and particularly when he's got runners in scoring position. He's a guy that gets better when he has runners on base. So I'm looking forward to seeing if he gets in a jam. What does he do to get out of these jams where his numbers look so good with runners in scoring position?
Here's Ender Inciarte. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Harold, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in hoping to get back on the beam as they've dropped 3 straight.
Yeah, they're on a small losing streak, but it could lead to a long one if you don't sit there and say, all right, it stops right here. We got to put a stop to it right now. Somebody's got to come up with a big hit. We got to get a good pitching performance. We need to win the game because that's the mindset you have to have. We're stopping it right now. The buck stops here.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Healy onto the grass, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I think the guy to watch is Matt Kemp. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Here's Brandon Phillips. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. Takes a knee-high fastball. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence is going to remind you a lot of James Kingsley. He comes from that old school of you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one side of the plate a little bit more than the other.
And that misses 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Hey, they teach kids the same thing they teach pros here. When the ball is coming in tight like that, you don't open yourself up to it. You turn your back and absorb the blow. The thunk sounds a lot worse than it hurts. At least that's what they say.
Into the box, Nick Markakis. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Braves go down without a whimper here, and now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. R.A. Dickey gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, this is going to be an interesting game. He pitches really good at home, and he struggles on the road. And in this road game, this road atmosphere, I don't know if that's getting to him or what it is, but he just has not got good numbers on the road. So maybe look for the other team to take it to him today.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a knuckleball bobbing and weaving right over the outside corner. 1-2. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Right side and right into the shift. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Well, Matt, if you ask me how to start a game, you want your pitcher to throw a 1-2-3, which he did the top half, and then your leadoff guy gets a single. That's a recipe for success.
Set to get his day started, Matt Olson, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. The 1-1 pitch. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Kemp comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. How do they get back into the win column here, Harold?
Well, this is the new model of teams that we see. The strikeout doesn't matter. They're in the top third in the league in strikeouts, so we're going to see a lot of swings and misses today. But if they catch one, look out.
Here's Jed Lowry now. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Ready on 1-2. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone.
Batting fourth, designated hitter.
Here's Chris Davis now. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. The 3-1 coming to Davis. Knuckleball taken inside for a strike.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. The A's strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's Matt Kemp now. First shot for him here, and he brings in a batting average of up near the 330 mark on the season. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fouled back. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Oakland A's. And I'm looking at first base at Yonder Alonso. When I watch him pick a ball to the dirt, it reminds me when 1, he was a catcher, but 2, his brother-in-law is Manny Machado. Imagine the workouts they have in the offseason.
Here's Matt Adams now. On the season, he's hitting just over 290 coming into action here. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Batting 7th, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
So striding in, Dansby Swanson. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Scooped up. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Braves strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Yonder Alonso. The average on the season sits right at 290 to begin the day. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Ripped on the ground to first. Gloved by Adams, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Braves. And I'm looking at that dude BP. Yeah, the second baseman right there. He is really special. I love the nickname, but on top of that, Brandon Phillips is a showman. Hit a ball at him, he'll flip it behind his back. He'll jump up and snag it. He does everything. Can't take your eyes off him.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Had to protect on 1 and 2, and this is a fly ball out to straightaway right field. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
Catcher.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Markakis. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll move to the third with no score. Coming to the plate now, Danny Santana, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Joyce comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. So 1 gone in the inning now. It's time for a look at the standings in the AL West. You just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Digging in the switch hitter, number 17. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Toward second. And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves.
Didn't try to do too much with it. 2 strikes on him. He just fights it off and flips it into right field.
Enter Inciarte.
Stepping in now, Ender Inciarte. Hit down the line at first. And that is past him at first. It's a fair ball. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
In now, Brandon Phillips. He swings and grounds it to short. He's got it. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit and the box scores. But, man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Standing in now, Matt Kemp. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Skied into straightaway right. Olson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Braves on top, 2-0. Coming to the plate now, number 1, and he's ready to take his first cuts. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a knuckleball making him look bad. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Settling in now, number 38. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. Here it comes on 1-1. There's a knuckleball that he looks at cross right down Main Street for a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit out towards second. Phillips is up with it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Joyce.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Joyce. A base hit in his first trip. Dickey gets the sign, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Matt Adams. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Into the box, Tyler Flowers. Lowry. On to Alonso. It's a double play.
The batter, number
hey, it's
7.
hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Stepping in now, Dansby Swanson. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Set to deal on 2-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Joyce is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Braves go down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in, Matt Olson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Phillips backs up a bit and he takes charge for the 1st out.
The batter, number 8.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Matt, that's a big base hit. I want to see now, can he get guys out from the stretch? He retired a lot of guys in a row to that windup. Now he's in the stretch. Let's see if they can get to him out of the stretch.
In now, Chris Davis. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Just off on the timing for that knuckleball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 1-2 delivery. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And the knuckler got him swinging, and the side is retired. 1 left for Oakland. They trail it here 2-0. Striding in once again, Danny Santana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Here's another 2-2. Line, but speared on a hop. Lowry on to Alonso. It's a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Standing in now, Ender Inciarte. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Braves go down without a whimper here, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. And he'll let it fly from deep in the hole. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Well, that was a pretty play by the shortstop. Some people think it's a hot dog play, but that's the best way to jump and get rid of the ball. He just wasn't able to get it there in time before the batter got there.
Here's the German-born catcher, Bruce Maxwell. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll reach to his left to make the catch for out number 1. Ready now, number 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now.
Well, the rain is really coming down. You know, it reminds me of my days growing up in Oregon. It can pour on you in a heartbeat, and that's what we're seeing here today.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Payoff pitch on its way. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The A's strand 1. They're down 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Brandon Phillips. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. So 1-1 now to Markakis. Lined hard toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box now, Matt Kemp. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Here's Matt Adams now. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 2 and the A's nothing. Ready for another chance? Matt Joyce. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Inciarte is right there, 1 down.
The batter, right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Olson. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now another 1-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Lowry waits, the 1-1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Inciarte will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Full count, 3-2. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Another payoff pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Fastball called strike, 1-2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. A step on the bag for 1.
Center fielder.
Here's Ender Inciarte trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Grounded to first. Onto the bag with it himself is Alonso, and that's out number 3. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the Braves 2 and the A's nothing. Here's Chris Davis now, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Smoke toward third. Fielded cleanly. And he's set down 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's Yonder Alonso. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next,
riding in once again, Ryan Healy. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. We'll see Brandon Phillips lead things off on the other side. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Braves 2 and the A's nothing. Digging in once again, Brandon Phillips. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Number 64 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 64.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Nick Markakis. And Markakis has got himself a base hit.
Well, he came to play this game. That base hit right there hit really hard. That makes him 3 for 4 on the day. What a day for him.
Stepping in now, Matt Kemp. He swings and grounds it to short. Reined in. And they will get the force for the out. On to Alonso, but it won't be in time, and they'll just get the one.
Now batting.
Here's Matt Adams now. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Squared that one up just a little late. Here comes the payoff pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Payoff pitch one more time. Another one sent foul. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Called strike, and that'll run it full.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Pickoff move to second, and he's back in standing. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Stepping in, Dansby Swanson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And that's in there, 3-1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Phillips is there. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, number 1.
Ready once again, number 1. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And the pitch on 2-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that's in there, base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 1 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He'll try it again, 3-2. Now a flare out to left center. Kemp over to his left. And that's the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Into the box
Left
now,
fielder,
Matt Joyce.
Matt
He flew out in his last at bat. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. One left for Oakland. They trail it here 2-0. Ready now, Danny Santana. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Now pitching for the Athletics.
Called to the bullpen complete as the right-handed workhorse Ryan Madson set to take over. Here comes the payoff pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. One away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. 17. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Hit out toward second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Standing in, Ender Inciarte. He was a ground out victim last time up. Full count, here it comes. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, he set his sights on staying right up the middle.
Now
Watched
batting.
him in batting practice,
Right
and he
fielder.
carried it over into the game. Nice piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Nick Markakis. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And he delivers with 2 outs in the 9th. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that'll build the lead up to 3 here in the top of the 9th.
Now batting.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. Now you got a 3-run lead. You always play to beat that bloop and that blast that can hurt you late in the game, and now they've got that cushion.
Into the box now, Matt Kemp. Hit the other way out toward right field. Olsen sprinting after it, and that ends the inning. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Braves 3 and the A's nothing. Ready for another shot now, Matt Olsen. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Swing and a little blooper to center. Inciarte is over, 1 away.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lowry waits the 1-1. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Adams has room in foul territory. 2 down. Here's Chris Davis now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. This one's down to third. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Braves get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
3-0 the final score in this one today. R.A. Dickey earns win number 7 on the season. Sonny Gray is tagged with the loss despite giving up only 2 unearned runs. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Athletics, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is R.A. Dickey. His record is now 7-5. The loss goes to Sonny Gray. He falls to 3-5. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.